We are going to start Microsoft Excel 2021. First of all, where to load Microsoft Excel. To load Microsoft Excel, we will go to Start, All Programs. In the list of programs, here we can get Excel. Okay, when you will click this Excel icon, Excel will be loaded in front of you. The other way of loading Excel is click on the Start, type EXCEL, Excel in the search and press enter. Excel will be loaded automatically. Now, what is Microsoft Excel? First of all, we are going to discuss the purpose of Microsoft Excel, why it is made. Microsoft Excel is an accounting software. Microsoft Excel is an accounting software. Basically, it was designed for accounting initially, but later on other formulas like mathematics, statistics, economics, programming and logical and general calculations were also added to Microsoft Excel. So we can use Excel for the calculation of maths, statistics, accounting, economics, programming calculations, general calculations and logical calculations. Microsoft Excel contains more than 10,000 formulas. More than 10,000 formulas from the different domains. It contains the formulas of accounting, it contains the formulas of mathematics, it also contains the formula of statistics, it also contains the formulas of programming. So everyone uses Microsoft Excel for his own purpose. For example, you are a programmer and you need programming calculation, then you will use the logical formulas of Microsoft Excel. For example, you are an accountant and you are going to calculate accountings. Accounts mean, for example, you are going to calculate income statement, balance sheet, journal, this type of work. You will use the accounting formulas. If you are a mathematician, then you will use the mathematical formulas, and if you are a statistician, then you will use the formulas of statistics. And if you don't belong to any of these knowledges, like you people are students, you are nothing, you are not accountant, you are not a mathematician, you are not a statistician, then you will use the general formulas of Microsoft Excel, which are used in offices. Okay, now what can we make using Excel? If we can go on to the detail of Microsoft Excel, if we see with students perspective, for example, we can make your attendance sheet here in Microsoft Excel that will automatically calculate your attendance. We can calculate your marks and we will make the mark sheets. We will calculate your result sheets here also. We can also calculate your fee record in Microsoft Excel. If we go on to the broader spectrum with respect to an organization, we can calculate the employee attendance in Microsoft Excel. We can calculate the employees salary record in Microsoft Excel. If we go on to the shops, we can make the stock record in Microsoft Excel. We can calculate the sales record in Microsoft Excel. We can purchase the calculate the purchase record of organizations or shops in Microsoft Excel. If we go on to the cricket, we can calculate the bowling analysis in Microsoft Excel. We can calculate the batting scoreboard or batting analysis. In Microsoft Excel, we can also calculate the averages, counts, maximums and minimums in Microsoft Excel. Also, Microsoft Excel supports the charts and graphs. Like you see, when you see the match on TV screen, you can see the scoreboard as well as you can see the charts. Chart explains the data better way. Why? For example, you are an uneducated person. You can't read the words written here, but you can understand the chart. You can understand the graph. Many people cannot read from the screen. They only see the chart and they can tell us how much is the score and how many balls are left and how many players are out, and what is the bowling average of someone, what is the batting average of someone, by seeing the chart. Chart is the graphical representation of data. Chart is the pictorial representation of data. And someone has said that a picture speaks 1,000 words. A picture speaks 1,000 words. Where we write the 1,000 words to explain a thing, we can show a picture to explain them in a second. Okay? From accounting purposes, for example, we are, first of all, in accounting, we can calculate the balance sheet of some business. Balance sheet is a statement that shows the net balance of a business, the net assets and the net liabilities of a business. We can calculate the financial statements. Financial statements, like some business need to calculate the income. We can calculate the income here. Some business wants to find out the loss. We can calculate the loss here. Some business wants to find out the profit of the year. We can calculate the profit in Microsoft Excel as well. We can make the worksheets in Microsoft Excel, and we can make any sort of statement that contains the calculation, the sum, the subtraction, the average, the maximum, the minimum. Okay, so Excel is used for calculation purposes. You are getting my points? Now let's move on to Microsoft Excel practically. Here you can see the welcome screen of Microsoft Excel 2021. Okay, Microsoft Excel has versions, as Microsoft Office has Office 97, Office 2000, Office 2003, Office 2007, 2010, 2013, 16, 19 and 21. Microsoft Excel has the same versions: Excel 97, Excel 2000, Excel 2003, Excel 2007, Excel 2010, 2013, 2016, 2019 and 2021. 2021 is the latest version of Microsoft Excel. Okay, so we call Microsoft Excel as a spreadsheet software, digital sheet software. Okay, let's see. Now it contains a few things here. It says blank workbook, welcome to Excel. To make a new file, we'll click on the blank workbook. When we click the blank workbook, we will see this file in front of us. Okay, this file is a worksheet and this whole file is a workbook. Okay, like you see on the top of the screen, you are seeing that it is book 1. This book 1. That means it is a workbook. Workbook. What is workbook? Combination of more than one worksheets is called a workbook. Okay, more than one worksheets, when we combine two or more than two worksheets, we will make a workbook. Okay, but you are seeing here at the bottom of the screen, you can see only one sheet, that is sheet 1. Okay, by default Excel contains only one sheet, but you can add more sheets here. When you click on the plus sign in front of sheet 1, you can see the plus button here. Sheet 2 is added. When you will click again plus, you will add another sheet. Now this book has 3 sheets. Okay, so workbook is a combination of more than one worksheets. Now moving on to the sheet. This is the sheet. This is known as spreadsheet. This is known as worksheet. This is known as digital sheet. This is known as the electronic sheet. Okay, spreadsheet is the combination of digital rows and columns. It is a combination of digital rows and columns. Let's see, where are the columns? Here you can see A, B, C. These vertical are known as columns. Microsoft Excel sheet contains 65,536 columns. 65,536 columns. How can we see the last column of this sheet? When we will press Control and left arrow, Control and left arrow on the keyboard, we will move on to the last column. The name of the last column is XFD. Okay, these are 65,536 in number. When we will press the Control and right arrow, we will move on to the first column. The name of the column is A. Now these horizontal are known as rows. Okay, now row, Microsoft Excel contains 10,48,576 rows in one sheet. Okay, if we move down, Control down arrow, Control and down arrow, we can see the last row. You can see the number by yourself. This is 10,48,536. If we move on to the first row, we will press Control and up arrow from the keyboard. Okay, now we are on the top of the sheet. Now these boxes, what are these boxes called? These boxes are called the cells. Okay, cell, what is cell? The intersection of row and column is called a cell. Intersection of row and column, where row and column meet, this is known as intersection. Okay, now we can see many cells on the spreadsheet over here. You can see I have selected a cell. It is in which column? It is in column C. And in which row? It is in row 5. So we can give it the name C5. It is C5. Now moving on to some other cell. What is this? This is E8. The column number is E and the row number of the cell is 8. I am giving the name. This name is called the cell reference. This name is called the cell reference. The name of the cell with respect to its row and column is called cell reference. Okay, got my point? Okay, now let's see the environment of Microsoft Excel, the whole environment of Microsoft Excel. At the top of the screen you can see the title bar of Microsoft Excel, which is showing us the default title of the book, that is known as book 1. When you will save this file by any other name, this name will be changed. Okay, this is a default name. Like I am going to save it, file, save, and browse, and I am going to save it as by the name of result. Okay, you will see the name is changed here, result Excel. This is not book 1 now. Okay, at the extreme left corner you can see these small buttons. These small buttons are called the quick access toolbar. What are these called? Quick access toolbar. If you see, click at the last button, you can see the name of this toolbar here, and at the, if you click at the end of this, show below ribbon, it will be shown here below the ribbon menu. Okay, if we click show above ribbon, it will be shown on the top of the screen on extreme left. On the extreme right of the screen you can see close, maximize and minimize buttons. These are called control box. These are called the control box. Now this is the file menu of Microsoft Excel. Most of its commands are the same as there were in Microsoft Word. Okay, file menu of all programs in Microsoft Excel like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access is the same. Okay, but we will study it again. Okay, moving on to the next. Here we see the home menu, insert menu, page layout menu, formula menu, data menu, review menu, view menu and help menu. These are called the ribbon menus as they are in the form of ribbon. Okay, So every ribbon menu contains tabs, like home contains the tab of clipboard that contains these commands: cut, copy, paste. Okay, it contains the font tab which contains the font commands. Okay, now Excel has 10 menus and every menu contains its own number of tabs. Like we can see the 6 tabs in the home menu. If we move on the insert, we can see also many tabs in the insert menu. If we move on to the page layout, we can see 6 tabs also here in the page layout menu. If we move on to the formula menu, we can see the 4 tabs. We can see 5 tabs in the data menu. We can see 7 tabs in the review, and we can see also 6 tabs in view menu, and at last help menu shows the 2 tabs. Okay, now moving on to below ribbon, we can see another thing. This is known as the formula bar. It was not present in Microsoft Word. Okay, because it is not the part of Microsoft Word. In Microsoft we can't apply the formulas. It is designed for Microsoft Excel. When we are going to apply any type of formula, we will go to the formula bar. Okay, it shows us fx insert function. Okay, this is for adding a formula. It is also showing us the name of the cell here on the left. This is known as name box. Okay, when we select any cell, it automatically displays its name. Okay, below the formula toolbar, we can see the spreadsheet. Here we can see vertical columns and horizontal rows. In the spreadsheet, we can see the number of cells here, and also we can see the vertical scroll bar and the horizontal scroll bar on the right of the screen, from where we can navigate to the different parts of the screen. Here on the left of the spreadsheet screen, below spreadsheet, we can see sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, as many sheets as we add in our workbook. Okay, by default these are only 1. Below this we can see here it is written ready mode. Okay, this is the status bar. This is the status bar that is showing us the status of our status in this document, that what we are doing here. Now we are ready to work. We have not done any type of work here. On the extreme left bottom, we can see the zoom slider that can increase or decrease the zoom of Excel sheet. Okay, and with the zoom bar, we can also see these buttons: page layout, page break view, and the sheet view. This is known as the view bar. This is called